When she looked me in the eyes and said, "I'm moving in with Anthony. We're having a baby together," all I did was nod once, slow, deliberate, like a man signing his own death certificate. "Congratulations," I told her. My voice didn't shake. I wanted her to wonder why. That was the moment the funeral began. Not mine, but hers. We met in the spring. I remember her hair, the way it caught the light like fire through stained glass. She was laughter and chaos, and I was the steady ground she claimed she needed. I gave her everything: trust without question, a home without conditions, and a loyalty that could have lasted a lifetime. I was blind to the cracks then. The late nights at work, the sudden obsession with her phone, the way she'd pull away from my touch like I was a stranger renting space in her bed. The signs were there, subtle at first, like hairline fractures in glass. Then came the silence. Her smile at me dimmed, while her laughter at messages I wasn't allowed to see grew louder. And then, Anthony, her ex-lover, the ghost she swore had no place in our lives. I didn't lose myself when the truth surfaced. I lost something else: the man who trusted her. What remained was colder, quieter, and sharper than she ever imagined. The night she confessed, while she was still packing bags she thought she'd never unpack here again, I began laying out my war. Step 1: kill the sentiment. I logged in and canceled the anniversary ring I had custom ordered. Platinum, diamond, engraved with the words, "Forever yours." I smiled when the jeweler's confirmation email came through. Not anymore. Step 2: return her indulgences. The car she begged for on her birthday? Leased in my name. I called the dealership, arranged the pickup. By morning, it would be gone. Step 3: lock the doors she didn't even know she walked through. Every password, bank accounts, streaming services, phone plan changed. In less than an hour, she was an uninvited guest in the world I had built around her. By the time her suitcase wheels scraped against the front door, she was walking out with nothing but fabric and nostalgia. I watched her leave. Didn't follow, didn't stop her. 6 hours later, the knock came, sharp, desperate. When I opened the door, she was there, makeup smeared, hair wild, suitcase at her feet like a defeated soldier. Her chest heaved, words tripping out of her mouth before her brain could catch them. "He kicked me out. Anthony doesn't want me. He said the baby isn't his." Her eyes were oceans in a storm, searching my face for a harbor. I gave her silence. The kind of silence that presses on your chest like a weight, that makes your own breathing sound like betrayal. She tried to step past me, into the house that used to be hers. I didn't move, didn't grant her passage. "I made a mistake," she whispered, voice breaking. No. She had made a choice. Mistakes happen in accidents. Choices happen in betrayal. I let her cry, let her clutch at my arm like I was the last rope keeping her from drowning. I wanted her to taste the emptiness she had served me for months. "You said congratulations," she sobbed. "Did you mean it?" I looked at her, the woman I once thought was my future, and for the first time in months, I felt peace. I meant goodbye. That night I sat in the living room she had abandoned, the silence now mine alone. I thought of all the years I had given, all the faith I had carried for both of us, and I didn't feel grief. I felt clean. She was out there, spinning in the storm of her own design, and I was inside, dry, calm, untouchable. The truth is, revenge isn't fire. It's ice. It's control. It's patience. It's watching someone set their own life aflame and choosing not to hand them water. She wanted Anthony. She wanted the fantasy. She wanted the chaos. Now, she had nothing. And me? I had everything she underestimated. I don't know where she went that night. I don't care. All I know is she left my doorstep broken, and I closed the door behind her. For years I had been her anchor. That evening, I cut the chain. let her drift. Because sometimes justice isn't about chasing someone down. Sometimes it's about letting them drown exactly where they swore they'd never sink again. And I slept better that night than I had in years.